It's gonna be interesting. See how well this goes. Good morning, afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentle people. We are here in the semi-finals of the qualifying for the EGC Genesis tournament. There's $20,000 on the line here. You want to make yourself through into the main event. We have MarineLorD will be playing your French up against Niroxs, which that's a trade post, is also playing French. So French specialize in cavalry. They're going to be looking for potentially early game aggression. However, we know because we've been watching Niroxs likes to play a bit of defensive French and then throw out that early TC. He came up against the opponent, which was Nilly, who tried to do a little bit of early aggression and then fell behind in the macro and then kind of ended up, unfortunately, losing to Niroxs. Or unfortunately, it's more like it depends on who you're following. So here we are playing Dry Arabia. All matches are a best of one until you're in the main event of Dry Arabia. These two teams are going to be, or these two players, these two players are going to be looking at trying to make their way into the final, secure their spot in glory into the main event. I'm not sure if the top two in each pool make it through. I'm not actually, let's have a quick look while we wait. Let's vision of this scout. So quick look at the EGC team handbook. So round of 16. Oh, is this a best of 3? This might be a best of 3. Round of 32. Oh, we're seeing a best of 3 here in Niroxs versus MarineLorD. Oh, oh, yes. That's wonderful to see, to be honest. So, we are now in a best of 3 between MarineLorD versus Niroxs. Ah, that's fantastic. Sorry, I'm excited. It is almost 4 a.m. here in Australia, so I'm my excitement is a little contained so I don't wake up the neighbors or my fiance because she will kill me. So, as both players are kind of opening up almost exactly the same, 3 on gold on both sides. We're missing a little bit of wood for MarineLorD. It's going to be coming on down now as he gets that underway. He's going to be throwing out his School of Cavalry. School of Cavalry also under construction by his opponent. So very equal timings coming out from either of them. But it's after this is where we're going to see the deviation from either team. Do we start to see some of these villagers get pulled off to go for the stones so then go for the early TC? Do we see more being thrown towards your food and gold so you can go for those early cavalry? And we're going to see Niroxs. He's going to be putting those villagers towards stone. That's going to indicate he's going to be going for a TC. Where he's going to put it's going to be crucial against going up against the aggression that might be coming out from his opponent. You see, MarineLorD here has got 713. 7-3. Wait, why is there a... Why am I seeing so much more workers for one? Rox has got 2 building... Oh, okay. That's why. So he's only putting 2 here. He's going to use 2 extra to get that stone. So he's not trying to go for that fast School of Cavalry. It's just there to get that age up so he can get that TC and probably time it correctly. Whereas MarineLorD's going to be going for a little bit faster of getting that School of Cavalry with those 4 players up on it. So he can look at getting some cavalry out. He's already got that marked up. You can see that he's prepared for it. He's saving up the food now. He's already got the gold. This scout from Niroxs doesn't have to come home for a little while. There's still plenty of food, about 700 food still available in front of that house. Whereas it's not the same on MarineLorD. MarineLorD hasn't been able to get the same amount of sheep And now with that mill going on down, he's going to be forced to go towards this mill with the cavalry institution ready. He's now got enough to pick up those Royal Knights. Oh, there we go. Royal Knights are now underway. You can see that MarineLorD is still keeping a close eye on what he's scouting. He's gone completely around the base. He knows where the wood line is. He knows where the TC is, and he's starting to see where he's exposed. But he didn't see the stone that was being gathered, so he doesn't know that his opponent's going to be looking to get that second TC. Could this, if he saw that, could that have changed the way he wanted to act, try and take this fight? As Niroxs now reaches the feudal age. The first knight is underway. What damage can he do here with this knight as it chases it out? Gonna be looking to find something. I'm not sure if that scout saw that knight. The wolf wants to get involved. It says he's had enough of all these horses looming in his pack. And he's gonna find himself a very open gold line right now. And here he comes. Oh, but another knight comes out just in time. He's going to be able to get that hit. He's going to be looking for that first kill. If he gets that even 1 or 2 kills, that's going to be what he wants before he leaves. Oh, he doesn't get that second attack. So he finds himself one. He takes some damage. That's fine. It's going to retreat. And eventually, once that chivalry comes on in, that's going to heal up. And he'll have a fresh knight again. The scout trying to cause a little bit of distraction from MarineLorD to keep him and his focus back at base. As that melee is going to go chase him away. And, well, the TC, it's probably not exactly where he wanted to put this TC. He might have wanted to throw it a little bit back to get some of that food going. He's going to be putting a little bit forward towards his deer. You do want to try and get those hunts, but you can see how defensive this is because he wants to try and keep it on his wood line and towards his gold. MarineLorD, he's going to be surprised once he sees that second TC. Does he have a TC of his own coming on in? No, he's still not getting any stone. But if once he sees that second TC being built, that could give him a little bit of an idea that his opponent's going to be a bit weaker. He's going to continue to harass further and further. We saw this in the last game though. If you do not get that harassment in early enough, and kind of consistent enough, then you're just going to fall behind in the production of both gold, food, and then eventually your knights. Here we go. The economy is now underway for... Yeah, both sides has 5 military and 28 eco. I thought that was a little bit of a bug. I know. They're very equal, and that shows you 7 minutes, they're equal on everything. Economy, military. And just watch that start to skyrocket in favor of Niroxs as that's going to take on. And now he's going to start getting his stone mine up. And, well, Niroxs sees this. He understands that now he's always just starting to get that TC up. So he's going to have that production ability. This villager, ooh, he's going to make the run for it. He's going to get out of the... Good little marker there, keeping an eye on where the scouts are from his opponent, but also kind of keeping an eye on what his opponent's up to. He sees that the outpost has been built down here in case there was any raids coming. It's just been an absolute pest. He's going to throw him into this, which is going to do a lot of damage. He's probably going to kill this poor scout. Because obviously he's looking away for a little bit, and then once he does that, that's going to do a lot of issues. And now, he's going to raid. He gets one. Does he get that second? No, he doesn't. But he's able to retreat. We don't have chivalry done yet from MarineLorD. But MarineLorD's going to be attacking at this northern side as he's fending off the defense at the bottom here. Will Niroxs be paying attention? He gets... Oh, he loses one villager. But he gets the rest of the villagers away to safety. On the other side, he's still running away. He's now finally getting that chivalry upgrade. That chivalry is going to be able to allow him to trade more efficiently with his opponents. He's got 2 of his knights coming down the bottom to try and reinforce these other 2. If he can clean these 2 up, he's going to have an equal footing with his opponent with chivalry coming on in. It could come out really advantageous. He gets the lances in. That does half damage to that Royal Knight. The Royal Knight's still running around. But now, here comes the chivalry of the MarineLorD. It comes in. They all land with their lances. And now, there's a large opening from his opponent. 6 with a 7th knight coming on in. Only 4 knights here from Niroxs. Niroxs is going to have to hold against MarineLorD's push that's coming his way. And this is a scary push. But I mean, look at the boom. Actually, it's only still 35-35. Niroxs hasn't been able to get that economy lead with that extra TC. We're going to see 300 on the dot for Stone, and now MarineLorD's going to be looking for a TC of his own in the background, and he's so confident he can push his TC out. He's going to be grabbing both the berries and the deers. The market's now going to be coming on out to get a little bit of econ coming in the way. Maybe if he needs to do a little bit of trading to buy some of these resources, maybe get some food, pump out some more villages, get some more knights. So he's got 2 queued up at the moment, but he doesn't have any stables, and they're coming on in. This could be disastrous. Oh. Both sides have chivalry. So now we start to do the French tango, where you kind of peek, attack, retreat, heal. Peek, attack, retreat, heal. Par? I don't know. I need to try and find an acronym for that. And now, the Royal Knights. They're still looking, they're still looming. He knows exactly where they are. He can see them coming on in. He might lose his only villager on gold. He's rotated them all off so he can get that food, so he can continue to smash out, not only get rid of this hunt so he can get his villagers back to safety, but to try and get more of those knights in play. And these knights, they're going to see the villagers. They're coming on in. Oh no, they turn around at the last second. They fight. Ooh, that was a little bit close. Got a single knight coming on around. The wolf is causing a little bit of issues. That wolf may have given away that this knight was here, and it did. His focus, MarineLorD, completely attained attention to his opponent, and now Niroxs looks away for a moment. Oh, he almost turned in and found himself multiple. He's going to get away there. 5 HP. Can the knight land it? They're chasing it. Does he? Oh, he body blocks that Royal Knight. He's microing it. He's turning it around. That is beautiful. He saves that knight, and now he's going to get away. Good little micro there from MarineLorD to make sure he doesn't lose that huge 240 resources. But he's got 2 knights now in the wood line. He turns around. Niroxs is in a lot of issues at the moment. He's going to try and fight. He's got no one here to help back defend this. And, well, MarineLorD, if he knows these knights are turning around, he understands that there's a military shortage on his opponent's side. We now have 45 economy against 40 on Niroxs. Niroxs had that early TC up, but he doesn't end up getting that advantage of the villagers like he originally thought. All these villagers over in MarineLorD are living a safe and healthy life. They got themselves a healthcare plan. They got themselves a card that says "Get away from night free" card. And unfortunately, Niroxs just hasn't been able to do anything. Hasn't been able to fight up against his opponent. And here we go. He's coming on out. The charge is coming on in. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they all die. And then up on the top line, 2 coming out. Oh, it looks so crazy when the villager just suddenly picks up a huge burst of movement speed. He might need to kind of move these villagers down to the top side of this TC. Because at the moment he's being hit from 2 sides of the map, and those 2 sides are allowing MarineLorD to kind of manipulate Niroxs' positioning. Now we got an upgrades. We're going to be getting that first melee upgrades already done. He's going to be getting some armor shortly after. We've already got the 1-1 on the side of Niroxs. So these knights are doing quite well. And here we go again. These 2 are peaking. We're seeing the attention being paid at the moment. Oh, they might find themselves one. They're going to storm in on the back. This is great. Oh, no. They're just running through. There we go. They're going to turn back around. So he's going to keep their attention down the front line with all those knights, while the 2 in the back line are creating a absolute massacre of these villages. We're going to finally see one of these knights going down. The villagers micro around that gold mine to keep them alive a little bit longer. So the military is very equal between both these sides, but the economy is all in MarineLorD's favor. He's got himself 22 villager lead, and that's just the fact because MarineLorD is constantly shoving into his opponent's base and just smashing villager after villager. Oh, we're going to see a little engagement here. Both sides see each other here. The scout revealing that one. And, well, Niroxs says, it's my time. I need to find these kills. I'm just going to give up a little bit on defending my base. I need to try and find some opening. Reduce my opponent's income. Because if we have a look at the income, it's just, everything is in favor of the opponent at the moment. He's going to turn around. He's going to try and take this engagement a little bit to start fighting. He does a lot of damage. He finds himself one knight, two knights. But then in the background, that one royal knight finds himself a villager. So Niroxs is able to clean up and get a little bit of a military advantage. But he's running into his opponent. He's got such a higher income. MarineLorD has lost where those knights are. He's going to see him up top. Is he going to be able to get these villagers away to safety? He does. And unfortunately, we're going to see any villagers go down here. Niroxs is trying to find something at the moment, but he's struggling. He needs to find these kills, and he knows it. Otherwise, he's going to continue falling behind because of the economy, which is almost double of everything in favor of MarineLorD at this stage, which is allowed the consistent pumping of villagers. And it's going to allow him to get close to the castle age. They're going to start engaging into this forest. They're going to take this fight one-on-one. Who's coming out on top? They're doing a lot of damage. These lot of knights are low at the moment. From MarineLorD, MarineLorD's got to start backing them off. And again, we're seeing a lot of kills coming from Niroxs. Cheeky little turnaround from two knights will pick themselves up one. This royal knight at the background's keeping a little eye out, see if he can find any villagers off the run. Two knights off to the side, not going to be able to too much. They're just having a little whiz in the forest, not worried about getting involved. So hopefully Niroxs does find those two units to be able to bring them back in. And again, MarineLorD, he's just scouting. Oh, he sees himself a line and he finds it. One, two, boom, done. And now he's going for another one. And now he sees the entire troops coming on in. They're going to be chasing. And that's going to indicate, especially with the Niroxs, that the two-pronged attack's about to come on in. Because every time he hits from behind, he'll hit from the front. Got to be very careful dedicating his entire force over that side. And here we go again. 13 knights here up against Niroxs' 14. But over in the background, the boom is still going strong from MarineLorD. And he's got enough to now go up that age. And now the knights are coming on in. They see the villagers. 1, 2, 3. And again, he just cleans them all up. And he leaves. This is your French at its best. Run and gun. They are your OG gangsters. Original gangsters. Okay. And then the knight's going to be able to get anything up there. But now he's taking this engagement. And now the reinforcements are here from MarineLorD. He's now got the numbers advantage over his opponent. Niroxs is struggling to hold on. He's going to have to retreat. He lost so many knights. I know he picked up two himself. He's going to have to hope that starts coming on in. The food needs to get back to the base so he can continue picking up more knights to be able to do something, anything here. And the lances are hitting from the pathing around that house. They landed a few. That knight somehow gets away scot-free. And these two knights are still chasing down. The wolf's on, coming on in. Where's that Benny Hill music to show this random chase? And, oh, we actually got him. So we're going to get rid of that one pesky knight. But if we look at the economy again, 52 for Niroxs, 83, 31 economy difference in favor of MarineLorD now. You can see it. Second beautiful town being cropped up. Farms everywhere, berries being taken, few houses to survive and live the life. As we mentioned before, they're just not taking fight. Oh, here we go, another engagement. But this looks like so much better for MarineLorD. His surround of his units got into a better position a lot faster. So in that, it caused a lot of those initial engagements of Niroxs to go down. And now again, they're coming on in. The surround is just feeling so much better. And you can see it. They're kind of clumped up. The arrow formation not doing as well as you'd like, as the units of MarineLorD are able to get around, find those hits, and then it's going to turn to that line. And we're going to see the death of so many villages. We have 11 knights up against 16 at the moment. So Niroxs, who was holding on with the military previously, has now not only lost the military kind of equal, and yeah, he's going to tap that one out. It's understandable. Once that has gone up, you can now start getting your additional knight upgrades, extra health, extra armor, attack, and Niroxs couldn't keep with that. He just knows his opponent's so much further ahead. And that's Niroxs' early TC, unfortunately, this time did not pay off for him. MarineLorD was doing too well on the ratings to shut down the economy before it could take off. So, thank you all for tuning in. This was first match, I believe, at the best of 3. So Niroxs hasn't been taken out of this tournament yet. There will be game number 2 coming up very shortly.